Are you guilty of these 7 worst logo design cliches? Logo designs should stand out for all the right reasons so that the brand can be remembered and interacted with in the future. The use of logo cliches not only prevents this from happening, but like in today's video, a lot of them look just terrible, and that starts with the tree people style logo. Like with a lot of terrible cliches, the designs shown are obviously logo templates that anybody can buy for $10 a pop. The human tree or tree people logo might have been novel and new at some point, but today it's so overdone it's become an eyesore. No brand that takes itself seriously will want to have a logo like this, the tree people logo. The next one is something I've noticed when looking over submissions to the recent logo design contest on my channel. So a logo design should be simple, iconic and memorable, but for some reason people decide to throw in windows onto things like construction or real estate logos. Always remember to refine your designs down to a simple iconic solution. Take a look how this cluttered design with the windows compares to a more elegant and a more simple design based around the same subject matter. There is no real competition or comparison. Now I don't know how this one has become a cliche, but it is really quite bad. It's something that many beginner designers do, and it's to take 2 letters from the brand's name and to overlay them. This concept has no bearings to the identity of the brand, and it doesn't evoke a feeling or a personality, just nothing. It's also not memorable, so please do stay away from this logo always as a cliche. Or better yet, stay away from all the cliches in today's video. However, the double letter logo can be done pretty well, with some creative flair which will bring it out of that cliche. You're probably noticing a trend in today's video, and that is that a lot of these cliches are easily found as templates, or worse yet, AI created designs. The light bulb concept is no exception. Now a light bulb is meant to represent a spark of inspiration or an idea, but it has been so overdone that as a logo design it now just resembles more of a broken attempt at being creative. I would find it almost impossible these days to have a situation where a light bulb would be used in a logo. The 5th logo design cliche to avoid is maybe the most common on today's list. You will notice it literally everywhere online. It is the arc logo. This is typically where a few letter forms have an arc that swooshes or swoops through the middle and divides the lettering. This is so overdone it's become ridiculous. If your client has a logo like this, their business is likely going to drown in a sea of arcs before very long. The next cliche is often a lazy attempt to stand out by the designer, but like with all cliches, the designer probably doesn't even think much about the brand's identity or even the brief. It's just a case of slapping a few coloured dots onto the logo and yeah, everything should look fine. This looks generic and, well, just a cliche. It can be done effectively of course, but why even bother when it's been so overdone countless times before? Also, you need to consider that if the logo is scaled down to a very small size, having a large number of small dots isn't going to translate too well. The next cliche to avoid when designing a logo merges 2 of my pet peeves into one, that being reflections and also gradients. Sure, reflections were cool back in the 1980s when people were first discovering the internet, but 40 years later it's a no-go for me. Having that reflection at the bottom of your logo does not look good, it looks pretty dated. So try to avoid this one at all costs, and I've been guilty of it myself as well in the past. Heck, I've probably designed logos with most of these cliches in them at some point, but that was a long time ago and we do live and we do learn and we do move on. If you want to learn more about logo design or graphic design in general, do click a video on screen, and until next time, design your future today. Peace.